Good afternoon, Mr. Clarke. Good afternoon. How old are you? I'm 23. Where were you born? In Jamaica. When did you come to the United States? When I was about 5. Are you a U.S. citizen? No. What's your immigration status now? In removal proceedings. Where did you grow up? Uptown White Plains Road in the Bronx. Did you attend high school in the Bronx? Yeah. How far did you go in school? 11th grade. Were you ever associated with any gang? Yes, I was. What gang or gangs? B&B, Forts, and Triple M. Any other gangs? No. Do you see anyone in the courtroom today who is part of B&B? Yes. Who do you see? I see Polo Rell. Could you describe where he's sitting and an article of clothing he's wearing? He's in a suit. He's sitting at the table. Which table? In the table right behind the first table. The court will acknowledge the identification of the defendant. Thank you, Judge. Mr. Clarke, are you currently in custody? Yes, I am. Where are you in custody? MDC, Brooklyn. Is that a state or a federal jail? Federal jail. Where were you before you were in federal jail? I was in the state. Why were you in state jail? Because I had committed a crime. What crime was it? A burglary in the second. About when were you arrested for that burglary in the second? May 2013. So have you been in custody since that arrest in May 2013? Yes. When were you transferred from state to federal custody? 2016. Do you remember the month? April. Why were you transferred? Because I was indicted on federal charges. Have you now pled guilty in federal court to those crimes? Yes, I have. What crimes have you pled guilty to? Racketeering, conspiracy to traffic narcotics, and brandishing firearms. Have you been sentenced yet? No, I haven't. In addition to the crimes you just mentioned, have you committed other crimes in your life? Yes, I have. All right, we'll talk about those later. Why are you testifying here today? Because of my cooperation agreement. Does it require you to testify today? Yes, it does. Does it require anything else about your testimony? For me to tell the truth and not commit any more crimes? What year did you start associating with B&B members? Around 2009. At that time, did B&B formally exist yet? No. Did it have those people have any other name at that time? They were calling themselves YBs at the time. What does YBs stand for? Young Bosses. Did they operate any particular territory? Yes. What territory? Uptown White Plains Road in the Bronx. How old were you then, in about the summer of 2009? About 14. Did you also hang out with those YBs members? Yes, I did. What, if anything, did you do with them? Smoke weed, cut school, hang out. Anything else? And get into fights, like other rival gang members. How did it come that you get into fights? By, just having problems or chilling somewhere we wasn't supposed to. Have you ever heard the term mobbing? Yes. What's mobbing? When you travel in large numbers. Did you ever do that with YBs? Yes. What kind of numbers are we talking about? Like 15 and 20, sometimes even more than that. What would the 15 or 20 of you do? Just walk around, just hang out, post stuff. Did anyone carry anything with them? Some, like at that time, we used to walk around with canes and stuff, and sticks. Why the canes and the sticks? Just in case we seen like a rival member, something, gang member or something. Use it for protection. Who were the rivals at that time? Edenwald Projects, YSG, Two Fly, New Orleans. Let me start with Two Fly. Is that the name of a gang? Yes. Where was Two Fly from, if anywhere? From East Chester, on Gun Hill Road. What's East Chester? East Chester is an avenue on Gun Hill Road. Then you also mentioned New Orleans. Yes. What's New Orleans? It's a gang that call themselves New Orleans on the other end of Gun Hill. When you say other end of Gun Hill, what do you mean? Like Decatur, Jerome area? And then you mentioned another one. YSGs? Yes. Where were the YSGs from? They're from Edenwald projects. Were B&B members from any projects? No. Who are some of the YBs that you were hanging out with back then in the summer of 2009? Shaq, D-Nick, B. Rich, Don Jigga, Tyleek, Boogie, Orel, K-Rock. I said Tyleek already. Will, Jose, BB, and a couple more. Jafar, and a lot more I can't remember right now. Let me just show you what's been marked as Government Exhibit 48. Do you recognize that person? Yes. Who is that? That's Shaq. We'll offer Government Exhibit 48, Judge. No objection. Received. I'm showing Mr. Clarke what's been marked as Government Exhibit 15 in evidence. Who is that, Mr. Clarke? K-Rock. I'm showing you what's in evidence as Government Exhibit 26. Who's that? That's Tyleek. I'm showing you what's in evidence as Government Exhibit 18. Who's that? That's Jose. I'm showing you what's in evidence as Government Exhibit 8. Who's that? That's Don Jigga. I'm showing you what's in evidence as Government Exhibit 28. Who's that? That's Boogie. I'm showing you what's in evidence as Government Exhibit 8. Who's that? That's BB. We'll offer Government Exhibit 48, a faceplate, and Government Exhibit 48B, a nameplate. No objection. Received. Miss Brady, if we could show the witness what's been marked as Government Exhibit 40. That's Jafar. Do you recognize that person? Yes. Who's that? That's Jafar. We'll offer that, Judge, as Government Exhibit 40. No objection. Received. A faceplate for it and a nameplate, 40B. Was there anyone in charge of the YBs at that time? Yes. Who was in charge? At the time, Zico. How do you know that? By just being around. Let me show you what's in evidence as Government Exhibit 24. Who's that? That's Zico. Where was Zico at about the time of the summer of 2009? He was incarcerated. You testified that B&B didn't exist at about this time, right? Yet? No. To your knowledge, when did it start? Around 2010. Do you know how it started? I believe it started by Zico calling from jail and saying B&B. This is the new B&B. YB's is B&B now.